You're watching F5. We are here at AppWorld 2025 in Las Vegas at the Fontainebleau, Las Vegas. I'm joined by Mark. Mark, can I get you to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, my name is Mark Menger. I'm a solution architect in F5's Technology Alliances team.
Fantastic. Okay, we've picked a quiet time. Everybody's out at the keynotes right now hearing about amazing stuff. They're actually probably going to hear about this, and so we're actually going to record a little bit about what you've been working on, which is the AI reference architecture.
Yeah.
Why does something like this exist?
This helps our customers better understand all of the challenges associated with delivering an AI solution for their enterprise or for their startup. It's actually far more complicated than most people think, and it definitely intersects with F5's ball of fire. So that notion that most people have heard of, our ball of fire, it just becomes even more complicated, more complex to manage and address as you deliver an AI solution. And so the AI reference architecture, do you mind if I kind of pull this up?
Let's take a look. So this is on our site.
This is on our site, on our reference architecture sites as it relates to AI. And in particular, if you scroll down a little bit, you'll find our full lifecycle AI application deployment reference architecture. And first off, we start with an overview of all of the pieces of the puzzle, right, that need to be addressed. And in order to understand it a little bit more in detail, we've broken it down into what we call the 7 AI building blocks. That expands across here. And let's just start with one that will be common to most customers, inference with RAG. So this is retrieval augmented generation. And what are the components associated with delivering that building block out of the overall picture? Where the additional detail that most customers miss or don't necessarily pay attention to when they're enamored with the excitement of delivering a generative AI solution is things like, where does the OWASP LLM top 10, where are these security challenges with regard to this diagram? So like where do they exist and what are they? We've got some information, and this points back to the OWASP LLM top 10. And then what F5 has also delivered is our own application delivery top 10. And where do these map in? So this supplements your understanding of the security challenges that are necessary to deliver an AI solution. Some of these are actually things that are not too much of a surprise to modern application delivery practice owners. So like fault tolerance and resilience as one of these. And again, we've got details that describe what the nature of that challenge is and where they manifest themselves.
Interesting.
And so this is kind of an overview of what our intention behind this is.
You picked up on I picked up on a point too, where you said for something like the ADC Top 10, it's kind of known for people who are used to delivering applications through something like an ADC. If they've been an F5 administrator for a while, they would understand these things.
Yeah.
But the audience of this could very well be other people who don't necessarily know that, or don't necessarily know LLM Top 10?
That's a great point, yeah. So folks who have been, let's say that their career arc is coming from a data science perspective, right? So they're creating AI solutions that are focused on leveraging enterprise value out of all the data science work that they've been doing. They don't necessarily have a background in the security and application delivery challenges that are necessary, that need to be addressed as part of delivering value out of all of the work that they've already done from a data science perspective, right? So all of the application delivery challenges, all of those security challenges, prompt injection we've heard about, model poisoning, et cetera. But also, like you mentioned a moment ago, also these things about observability and traffic management and other things that manifest themselves when you're talking about delivering a solution at enterprise scale.
I know from dealing with F5, even before I started working at F5, I love the deployment guides for certain applications. And so for something like Microsoft Exchange, I could look at it and be like, oh, I might know how the F5 works, but I don't know how Exchange works. But from knowing how Exchange works, because it was articulated with the deployment guide, I could better understand how it would apply the F5 into it. So I feel like this is kind of the similar thing, is whether you're coming from either side, if you know F5, here's what the LLM aspect of this is, or if you're coming from the data science side, here's why the network and security folks are worried
need to be
about certain
engaged.
things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So engage them in your work. Yeah.
We're almost proxying the two sides.
Almost. And so then I just want to highlight one last piece of this puzzle that we've added, which are the design requirements. So this is at this point, this is the last piece of the, shall we say, thought provocation that this is intended to provide. It's not just simply like, here's the problem space, but here's the beginning of the solution space. And again, where do you need these things? So you need external guardrails. Where do you need them? You need to place them here. You need programmability in your solution in order to be able to address this at the pace of change that is necessary out of these solutions. And where do you need that programmability? Oops. And there are, so we have those design requirements laid out in a similar fashion to all of those security and application delivery challenges.
Yeah.
In an upcoming revision that you'll be seeing in about 8 weeks, we'll be actually mapping the design requirements into F5's portfolio and all of our partnerships.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, just like I know from my own labbing of this stuff, it's so open-ended. It's like you can do this in so many different ways. I think I spoke to somebody yesterday about the creation of this as well. You're multiplying all these different iterations of stuff. So this allows us to at least kind of boil things down into a direction on how to talk about it and then be able to expand a conversation.
Yeah, so I think that's a really apt way of describing it. And that's part of, if I go back to the bigger picture, that's part of the reason for the decomposition of the building blocks, is to have more focused conversations, talking about all of the security challenges and application delivery challenges across this entire landscape all at once. It's just too much to consume. And so that's why we've broken it down into more digestible chunks. So like, how do I talk about the data ingest that is necessary to enable the back end for a RAG solution? Or how do I talk about the data ingest necessary for training models of my own? If your practice is that advanced and you're getting into model creation of your own. And then how do the application delivery challenges show up? How do the security challenges show up? And what do you need in order to address all of those challenges? Where do you need to apply those solutions?
That's so cool. So I know for the ADC Top 10, we actually have a bunch of content that is released on F5's YouTube channel, F5's LinkedIn. For this whole reference architecture, how does somebody get a hold of this?
So the starting point would be on f5.com's website, and I'm assuming that we'll provide a link with this video that will bring you to this. And so when you come to that site, you'll see here exploring the AI reference architecture. And if you scroll down a little bit, this interactive version of the reference architecture then is right here. And it'll start in this view.
Super cool. I'm excited to play with this myself actually, and just kind of click around and see all the different things. I know you guys have put a lot of work into it, so I appreciate it. I know our customers, folks in the field will appreciate this too, so thank you for that.
Yeah.
Thank you for checking this out. If you have any questions around this, leave them in the comments down below, or speak to whoever your local F5 representative is, or you can talk to me, or you can talk to Mark as well. We'd love to have chats about this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
Mark has a whole team that you work with as well, that various different folks with different specialties that can help you out on this AI journey.
All around the world.
Yeah, totally. Awesome. All right, thanks a lot, Mark.
Thanks, Boo.